Hi everyone, ready to cool down? Let's start with goalpost arms, elbows out to the sides, back and down, opening up through the front of the chest. So you'll draw your chest forward, maybe an arch of the back here, elbows come back and down, open through the front of the chest. Breathe into this. We're going to take it to a quad stretch here in 3, 2, 1, and you can hold on to something. Grab that foot with the same hand. Goal here is to bring the knees close together. If you feel like it's easier to take your foot in your opposite hand, feel free to do that. Keep the knees together and switch sides. We're going to come down to kneeling. So have a mat or a towel or a blanket to rest your knees on. Come on down. Bring that left foot forward, right knee down. Tuck the tailbone, press both hips forward together. Lift that right arm. So you'll feel this stretch with that arm raise down the front of the right leg. We want the tailbone rolled under and both hips pressing forward to get a little bit deeper into the front of the right thigh. This is good for runners, cyclists. Switch sides. Because you use the hip flexors and that muscle gets shortened, this is great for stretching out. Breathe into this. Soften your left shoulder, press the hips forward. I'm going to come into child's pose in 3, 2, 1. Come back. Big toes together, knees apart. Stretch the hips back. Child's pose. The gaze can come forward so that you can stretch those fingertips forward and then let your forehead come to the mat. You can roll it back and forth here. Maybe shift the hips side to side. Soften through the back of your neck. Exhale, soften your chest towards the mat. Release through the belly. One more big breath here. In through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the mouth. Inhale, roll up to tabletop. Hands forward over the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now to get into the hamstrings here, we take a bend in both knees, scoop your tailbone up to the sky to get that back nice and long. Then you can straighten the knees back out and then you can lower the heels either together. You can cycle them out one at a time. Think about lengthening through your front and backside body here. We're going to step that left foot forward. If you want, you can open and stack that left hip. That feels good. Do it to the right side. Open and stack, bend that knee. And then step left foot between the hands. Hollow out the belly, lift the hips. Runner's lunge, shift forward with the left shin and pull back into the right heel. So you're really lengthening your stance here. If this is too much, just lower that right knee down. Otherwise, press forward with the left shin, draw back into the right heel. Feel that length in your stretching in your legs. We're going to shift the hips back and straighten the left leg and come into pyramid pose. So pull the left hip back, push the right hip forward. You can walk your hands back here. And again, if this is too much, you just lower to the right knee and then fold over that straight left leg. So take this wherever you'd like, just stretching into that left hamstring. The soft bend in the left knee. And when you're ready for lizard pose, we'll bend into the left knee, wiggle your left foot outside your hands. And this is lizard pose. We can turn your left toes out to the side a little, maybe let that left knee drop open if that feels good. And again, if you want, you're down on that right knee. Just notice where you feel the stretch here. I actually like it more with my knee down. We're going to keep the hands where they are. And if your right knee is down, tuck the right toes, come off the right knee, step that left foot back, downward facing dog, exhale, inhale, step the right foot between the hands, and we'll find that runner's lunge on the other side. You can always grab your right foot with your right hand and kind of pull it forward. Find that length. You want your right knee over your right ankle, forward with the right shin, back with the left heel. Chest lifts, breathe into this. Soften through your jaw, soften through your shoulders. Your left knee can be down. And when you're ready for that pyramid, sink the hips back. If your knee is down, you can leave it down. Just straighten the right leg and sink the hips back. If your knee is up, you straighten the right leg and sink both hips back. Send some weight back into your left foot. If you're off that left knee, square the hips, fold forward. Micro bend in the right knee just to keep it from locking out here. And then when you're ready for lizard, bend into the right knee, heel toe your right foot outside your hands. I can show you this from the front. And you're in lizard pose. You can lower that left knee down. You can keep it lifted. You can turn your right toes out slightly. Let that right knee drop open. And if you do, the inside of your right foot pops up so that the top of the foot follows in line with the knee. It's going to get a little bit deeper into the hip flexors. Into the outer hips, the IT band. All right. You'll toe your foot in, slide the foot back. We're going to come to seated, so lower to knees. Take a couple cat-cow stretches here. Exhale around the spine, tuck your belly in. Inhale, lift up. Chest lifts. Exhale around the spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, lift up through the tailbone, roll up, draw the shoulders back. Cross at the ankles. We're going to come to seated. We'll start with a seated twist here. Crisscrossing at the ankles. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist left. Take it one more time each side. Inhale, reach up. This time, exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, reach up, side bend left. Gaze can come to that top arm. Back through center. Draw the knees in, straighten the legs out. We're going to bring that right knee up. It can cross outside the left leg. Hug it towards you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist to the right. So you can hold that right leg with the left arm, or you can hook your left elbow outside the right thigh for a little bit deeper twist here. Soft focus over the right shoulder. Spine is long. Look back through center. Unwind the legs. Pull that left knee in. It can stay right here. It can cross over the right thigh. Lift up through the chest and twist to the left, holding, or maybe hooking the elbow. Gaze over the left shoulder. Left fingertips are light on the floor behind you. We're going to come all the way down to our backs. Unwind, uncross, hold on behind the thighs, roll down, pull the knees in one at a time. Exhale and exhale. Now, if you want, that sole of that foot can stay down. Otherwise, you can extend the legs out long. Come back through center. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Flex the right foot. Hold on behind the left thigh or maybe on top of the left shin. Press your right knee away, just using the strength of your right leg. Stretching through the right hip. We're going to turn this into a twist. Now you have two options. Watch me first. Left foot can come down. You can keep that right foot outside the left thigh for a little bit deeper twist, or you can come down, uncross the legs, and just bend both knees to stack. When you're ready, come on down. Release the left leg. Twist knees to the right, gaze over the left shoulder. And that right foot will just add a little bit of extra traction to deepen the stretch on your back. Left shoulder's down, or you can unwind and just leave the knees stacked. Bring your gaze back up to the ceiling. Uncross the legs, or unwind here. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Pull the right thigh towards you. Flex the left foot to protect the knee. Maybe holding the top of the right shin. You feel what's more comfortable here. And again, two options with our twist. Either bring that right foot down when you're ready and let both knees drop left, or uncross the legs and let knees drop left. Gaze is going to come over your right shoulder here. Keep that right shoulder down. Really want the chest to be square to the ceiling. Another way to do that is lift the shoulders, turn your chest to the sky, and then lower the shoulders back down. Gaze over the right one. And then our final stretch is going to be legs up the wall. You have two ways to do this, and I'm going to pretend like this is a wall. You can stay where you are. You can just unwind, lift both legs, kind of let the knees get loose and fall back towards you, and just do it in the center of your room. If you are close to a wall, you're going to sidle your hip up to that wall. And then as you lay back, you're going to swing your legs up the wall. Okay? and your legs are just going to be supported by the wall. You can also like wiggle your tailbone a little bit closer here. And you can stay here as long as you'd like, working your way up to maybe 5 minutes or so. This pose has a lot of benefits. It helps relax the nervous system. It's good for doing right before bed. It's great for circulation. Try it. See if you like it. Stay here as long as you'd like. Enjoy your cool down.